Namaskar, my dear friends. Let us talk about a comparator circuit simulation in Multisim. So what we will do is we will design a comparator circuit so that the output will be varying depending on the input, right? So basically what is comparator? You already know. Let us say this is my positive terminal, this is my negative terminal. So this is my input voltage and this is somewhat V reference, okay? So when my input is greater than V reference, my output will be high, right? And when my input is less than V reference, my output will be pulled to low, right? So this is my low, let us say 0, and high, let us say whatever voltage, let us say 5 volt or something. So generally, all the comparators are, generally we prefer open drain or open collector type. So for that, we need to have one pull-up resistor. Let us say 5 volt will take it here. And this will be my R pull-up. All right. And after this output, this can be, used to drive anything. Let us say we can connect one LED to check my LED is glowing or not, right? So whenever my input will be high, my LED will start glowing. Whenever input will be low, then voltage reference, my LED will be not glowing, right? So for example, let us say this is the circuit that we have designed. My input is 3 volt and reference voltage we have designed here 5 kilo ohm resistor. This is 50%. So that is 2.5 volt. So basically 2.5 volt. If input is more than 2.5, what will happen? My output will be high. So high is pulled up with 5 volt and this is how my LED is glowing. So you can see the arrow is filled. That means it is glowing, right? The LED is on. As you can see, one more circuit I have drawn same thing, but the input is less than 2.5 volt. V reference was 2.5 and input is 2 volt. So which is lesser than that. It means this LED is not glowing because the output is low. So this circuit will simulate in Multisim and we'll see how to do that. Alright. So let us open Multisim. You already know how to place components and everything. So what we'll do is, first of all, we'll simulate this and we'll design one more circuit so that you can have an understanding. Okay. So we have the, comparator here. We have input voltage which has to be compared with the reference voltage. So this is my reference. What I can do is I can write a text here. Let us say I can write a text here, place text, and this is my V reference. Okay, so that you can have an understanding that this is my V reference here. It is not a net name. Now, since this is 2.5 volt and this is 3 volt, so it is more than that. It means this will start glowing. So let me run it and show it to you. So as you can see, this is glowing, right? And what has happened is this is open drain type. It means we have to pull it up with some value, voltage value, and this is the current that will be flowing. So what I have done is I have measured here what is my voltage that is coming up as 2.73. It means basically I think it is 3.2 volt is the drop, or maybe 5 minus 3 2.7 is how much? 2.3. So 2.3 voltage drop across the LED and rest all is appearing here. And if I want to see what is the current flowing through this, that current will be nothing but 6.87 milliampere. You can see this 6.87 milliampere. Okay. All right. So this is what the circuit was. Okay. Now let us make some changes. Let us make some changes. So let us say I make it 1 volt. So 1 volt is lower than the voltage reference. It means my LED will stop. So let me run it. So you can see the LED has stopped. It is not glowing. All right. And if you want to change this again to, let us say, 4.5, it means it is higher than my reference voltage. So it will be glowing. So this is how you can make changes and you can do that. So let's say 1.2 volt input. So it will not glow, right? Yeah, 1.2 volt input. So what will happen? Let us rerun it. It will not glow. One more way what we can do is this one we can vary and we can see it is glowing or not glowing. So if I reduce less than 1 volt, So let us say I reduce it to 15%. It means it will become how much? Less than that, right? So let us run it. So you can see it is glowing because my reference is 750 millivolt. So 750 millivolt is lower than 1.2 volt. All right. So why don't we do one thing? We will quickly change this input voltage to some other source also. Okay. So let us say, or we'll make a new circuit and we'll change in that. Okay. So what we'll do is, we will go to place. So what you can do is you can learn how to put the circuit so that it will be easier for you. So component, and then go to diode, and then LED, and select your LED, whatever LED that you want. Let us say we'll take it orange LED. So we'll put one orange LED. Then what do we need? We need resistors, right? So come to here, basics, and in basics we have resistors. So we have resistors. So let us say I'll put resistors. How many resistors we need? We need at the input one, and one more is required here, and one more will be needed for my pull up. Okay. Values, don't worry, values we can change it later, not a problem. Then what do we need? We need one source, right? So power source, let us first we will put some grounds. Okay. So we need one ground here, one more ground in the middle we will need, and one more ground will be needed for the reference place, right? Okay. Now what do we need? We need power as well. So let us say we need VCC. So we will put VCC for the comparator, and then V in or something like that. So let us say VDD or something will take up. Okay. So VDD, we will be using it for reference voltage. Okay. And same type V in or something will take it as input voltage. So we'll rename this as, let us say, level V in. Okay. So my V in will be this. All right. So let us say V in, I can change it to my 1 volt. Okay. Now we need one comparator as well. So go to place and write down here analog, and in analog we have comparators. So comparators, lot of comparators are there, you can see here. So actually I had searched that, that's the reason it was coming. So LM339, if you want you can take it. Okay. So we are going to take this. So since already one comparator was used here, one of the part was used, so U1A, so U1B is used here, and it doesn't need any power. Okay. So it will not need any power. All right. Now what we will do is we'll take this variable resistor directly, and same we will utilize here. Okay. Good. So let us quickly wire this up. So I'll press this wire up like this, and then this is going to be my reference voltage generated by this particular potentiometer, and this is wired up like this. Now this is going to be my pull up resistor. Okay. And this is one more inline resistor I have added for, like limiting the current if it is necessary. And this will be one input voltage. So this pull up voltage I will take it from here, VCC1. Okay. Same voltage I will take this one. All right. Now let us talk about resistances. Okay. So resistances, if you want, you can keep it as it is 5.1K. It will not matter here because it doesn't have a problem. But this resistor must be changed. So I'll first run it and show it to you, and then we will see what is going to happen. All right. So let's make the circuit little beautiful. Okay. All right. So what do you need? This voltage, if it is more than, my reference voltage, this is negative voltage, then it will be glowing. So as you can see, this is 15%. It means how much it is? 5K ka 15% is, let me calculate it. 5K multiplied by 15%, this is going to be 750 millivolt. Okay. So 750 millivolt is actually less than my input voltage. So it will be glowing. So let us run and see whether it is glowing or not. So it is not glowing. The reason is the current that is flowing through this path is very, very less. How do we find that? So let me put a current probe here. Okay. So that's the reason. We will put some current probe, and current probe like this. How to put current probe? This is A means current probe. Okay. And you put it here. So current flowing through this branch will be measured. Similar to that, if you want to measure the voltage, you can measure the voltage at this location. What is your V reference or something? Okay. So we'll keep this voltage reference at this location. If you want to measure the voltage at this location, this also you can measure, but right now I'm not putting. So let us run and see what is the current that is flowing. It is just 313 microampere. Okay. And I need around 5 milliamperes of current. So for that, we need to have a change in the resistances. So this one I'll keep it 100 ohm. And this one, let us say I'll keep it 180 ohm or something like that. Or 170, 180 or 200, you can keep it. Now let us run and see. So see, this is glowing now. Now, if I change the reference voltage to little higher value, this is right now 750 millivolt, right? So if I change it to, let us say, more than 1, then it will not glow. Understood? So as you can see, it is not glowing because my reference is 2.75 volt. So this is how, guys, you have understood how to design a comparator circuit in Multisim, and how to have your input voltage and your reference voltage variation, so that you can have a proper LED understanding. Now quickly I will do this thing. This one I will change this particular source, this particular input voltage, I will change it to a AC source. So let us, or maybe pulse source. So place component, come to sources, and then we have voltage sources. Okay. So we'll take pulse source. Okay. And then we'll put this as a ground here, and this one connected to this location. Right. Now, as you can see, this particular LED, I'll put initial value as 0 and high value, let us say 3.3 volt. Okay. Or maybe let's say 2.2 volt I'll put. Okay. And period I'll keep it 500 millisecond. Sorry, pulse width, and period 1 second. Okay. So as you can see, we have 500 millisecond and 1 second pulse and this thing. I'll just make it little further. Now, as you can see, the voltage reference is more than 2.75. So the highest value is 2.2. So I'll reduce it to, let us say, 25%. It means it will be 1.25%. So let us run it. So as you can see, my reference voltage is 1.25. Okay. And what is happening? If this value is going to 0 pulse, that time it will be not glowing, right? And once it is going to high, then it is more than V reference. It means my LED is glowing. And since the period is 500 pulse width is 500 millisecond. So each 500 millisecond we have a high or low. So how do we observe what is my input voltage and what is my output voltage and everything? So that you can do by putting a voltage probe here. So let us say I'll put a voltage probe here at this location. So you can see you have like RMS value as 1.5, but we have 0 and 2.2 volt. If you want, you can see the graph as well for this. So quickly what we will do is we'll go to simulate, analyze, and transient we'll have to do, and let us say run for 1 second or maybe 2 second, and save it. Now we have which probe we have to see, that we have to understand. So let us say we have to see PR6, PR5 and PR4. So 4, 5, 6 we have to see. Okay. Or 4 is not needed because output is not required. Whenever this is high, it will be glowing. That is the main understanding you should have. So let us run it. Yes, so we have the graph that you can see here, right? And what is going to happen is it is little bit tough to visualize properly. So what I'll do is I'll disable all of them and I'll just enable PR5 and PR6. Okay. So I'll uncheck that. PR5 and PR6 will keep. So this is my PR5 and PR6. What I'll do is I will keep this little trace width higher. So trace width I'll keep it as, let us say, 4, and this also trace width I'll keep it as 4. Okay. So you can see this is my PR5. So PR5 is nothing but, sorry, this is PR6, right? Okay, this is my PR6, this is pulsed one. So whenever this is high, my LED will be glowing, and whenever it is low, so my LED will be off. And this orange color or pink color is nothing but your reference voltage, which is 1.25 volt. Okay. So this was all about, like comparator circuit, guys. So if you want, you can again come back to simulate, and then let us say come back to interactive session, and then you can start running, and you can see you have high or low. Understood? So this is how a complete understanding of comparator circuit simulation in Multisim you have understood. If you do have any questions or any understanding that is needed, you can try out by yourself, or if you have any question you can ask. So two circuits I have drawn here. First circuit was this and second circuit was this, and whichever comparator that you want, you can try searching in the place component by part number, and if it is available you can make use of them. Thank you, guys.